Hey kids, welcome to the Gaming with Dad show. Ho 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 ho. Today we are looking at Thronebreaker, The Witcher Tales for the Nintendo Switch. But before we get into this review, please remember to like, subscribe, leave a comment, share the video, ring the bell. You know the procedures by now. So yes, Thronebreaker, The Witcher Tales, presently on sale for $6.99, regularly $19.99. So this one is on the more expensive side for the Gaming with Dad show. But I decided I had played enough absolute, complete rubbish shovelware the last couple of weeks. I needed to buy a decent game, or at least a game that looked promising. And so that's how we got to Thronebreaker. Thronebreaker is a single-player role-playing game set in the world of The Witcher that combines narrative-driven exploration with unique puzzles and card battle mechanics. Okay. Originally released January 28th, 2020, single-system adventure role-playing from CD Projekt. Rated T for teen, supports all three play modes, 4.4 gigs, and it's in just about every language imaginable to Earth, except possibly Pig Latin, and that's perfectly okay there. So, yes, this is a game placed in the Witcher universe that you play as Queen Meve, and you are adventuring and gathering resources and building your army of cards and encountering bandits and knights and, of course, monsters and everything along those lines that you would expect from something in The Witcher. And graphically speaking, it's a beautiful game. I like almost the watercolor-esque aesthetics. Maybe it's got more of a stained glass type look and feel to it. But you get these beautiful cutscenes with people talking. It's a bit like Doctor Who early animation. Actually, even late animation. Or even the animation of the recreations that they're doing for the lost episodes of Doctor Who, where movement is minimal, but they tell the story that you are playing. And these scenes are wonderful, and they fit the aesthetic of a card game based adventure, and they work in the confines of The Witcher. The map scenes are, you know what, they're nice. They look good. You do your adventuring and everything. And the only downside that I have is, as an old man, if I'm playing in handheld mode, it's difficult to read the card descriptions, the text scrolling across the bottom, the dialogues with the characters that you interact with on the map. Therefore, graphic is getting a 17. Sound-wise, it's nice. It's good. I love the amount of voice acting that's in this. And even though it is that stilted video game voice acting, it is still nice to have in a game. And so sound is getting a 17 as well. We're sitting at 34. Controls. The controls work really, really well. A lot of the time with these card games, you will end up having cursor issues, especially, or it's not clear what you are, which card you are selecting, where you're placing it in the battle arena. These controls work well. The controls on the map screen work well. The controls when you pitch camp, those are fine as well. I'm giving controls an 18. We're sitting at a total of 52 so far as we move into gameplay. There's a very, very good variety of gameplay here, including side missions, the main mission, going on these little treasure hunts, collecting resources as you move through the kingdom like you're the monarch, which of course you are, you're Queen Meve. And you just take everything from these damn peasants. Screw them. But there's a lot of variety in the gameplay. It is very, very linear in nature, which is kind of a bad thing. It reminds me a lot of some of the very early Magic the Gathering games that came out for the PC and PlayStation. It's fine, but it's not great. Gameplay is getting a 17, which means we have a very, very nice running total right now of 69. Now, overall value. At the full price, you have to be a Witcher fan. You have to enjoy this type of game where it's really turn-based card battles. And you're probably not going to get your value out of the full price game if you're not a Witcher fan and card-based battle fan. If that Venn diagram, you're in the center and you're in that overlap, which I can only imagine is probably a great deal of people that are into The Witcher and also like collectible card games and this type of gameplay. That's great. You're going to get your $7 value out of it. One of the things I forgot to mention about the gameplay, the card battles are, you're really just trying to get the most points at the end of each round. And then you win 2 out of 3 rounds, you win the battle, you're good. It's a little simplistic. There are some trickier mechanics that go into some of the cards or some of the challenges and puzzles that come up. And those are going to keep you engaged, keep you coming back to this if you get past the initial learning curve. Therefore, I'm going to give overall value a 16. We're at 85 right now. And that makes this a good game. It is a solid B. And since it's not a AAA title and you're not paying the full $60 or $70, but instead, especially with it on sale through the 27th of December 2024, $7 isn't going to... This is the game that you should buy versus the last 3 or 4 that I've reviewed on this channel. Those games provided just enough enjoyment or gameplay for me to just outright create the video, and I wanted to be done by the time I was done recording for the show. This, I have played through quite a bit of it. Even though we're at the entry scenes here, I always try to do spoiler free, so I always start a fresh game under a special account on my Switch. I like this game. You should go off and buy it. If you get a $10 gift card, this is so much better than picking up any of the Cats versus Dogs, the Little Strays, any of those super low-end shovelware games. We'll talk to you kids later. Have a great one. Bye-bye. Hey, if you made it all the way through the video, make sure to like, subscribe, leave a comment, forward it on to all of your friends, as I appreciate that immensely, as you should appreciate yourself for having survived yet another review from the Gaming with Dan channel.